Join us as we continue our Oodnadatta Track adventures, showing you the track conditions, places to see, points of interest, and some awesome free camps along the way. This episode goes from William Creek to Algebuckina Bridge. On the Oodnadatta Track again, where this is a part that we haven't done before. We had to turn off at William Creek last time because of damage to our van. This time we're heading up to Oodnadatta.
Yep.
Yay. What do you enjoy most over the last couple of days?
I enjoyed the ruins at
Strangway Springs.
Yeah, Strangway Springs.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Highly recommend you go to Strangway Springs Ruins if you're coming through.
And also go to Halligan Bay and look at the water, which is just 20 metres off the 20 metres off the beach area there. So.
Yeah. That was awesome, seeing the expanse of water out there at Halligan Bay. We didn't do that last time either because the reports that the road out there was atrocious. This time most of it's not too bad. There's one section of bull dust, and the last 15k is quite corrugated. We ended up stopping and helping somebody whose roof rack had rattled loose. Luckily we had the right size bolts to be able to help them remount their roof rack. They'd lost one of the bolts, but yeah. And the interesting thing is, when I was just saying to Peter, people had been saying, oh, it's like a highway, or it's fine, it's not a problem. I suppose it depends on your interpretation, but if it's so corrugated that you've got to slow down at 30k an hour. Less than that, yeah, it was just very corrugated. But overall, I had no problems getting out there. Well worth the trip. Well worth going out and seeing the lake from the shore. I was actually surprised at how silty the water was with all the topsoil that's washed down.
Yeah. Very salty too, wasn't it?
Yeah, very salty. I tasted it. It's really, really salty. So that's not a surprise. Anyway, onwards on the Oodnadatta. We'll bring you another report of what this section's like and what we see along the way. This section of the Oodnadatta is in really quite good nick so far. You can see people coming for miles though because of the dust. Things that surprises me along this section of track, I always imagine the Oodnadatta to be just a big flat track, but there's actually a lot more hills and undulations than I was expecting. It's nice being on an area that we haven't explored before. Turned off Oodnadatta Track, we're trying to find the Quilters Ruins. There's no signposting on the road. Following GPS, I suppose. No, not GPS coordinates, but we're just following an overhead signal. Thanks to Starlink. Quilters Ruins were built to house the workers along the Oodnadatta Track who helped maintain the lines. These residences were established every 50 kilometres to be able to house all the workers. Because water was provided at these sites to provide water to the trains, they also tended to attract the local Indigenous population, and there was a lot of intermingling between Indigenous and settlers in these areas. We're about halfway. The track to Quilters Ruins passes through Nilpena Station and isn't a maintained track by any roads authority. There are also several areas that are in low-lying areas or near dams that could become quite boggy after recent rains, so this should only be attempted in dry periods. Sleepers. It's the old Oodnadatta Railway line, or Ghan Railway line. So just after you pass over that, I mean, you can see a pathway through it, you turn a sharp right. Quite a lot of sleepers out here.
Heck of a lot.
Stop pressing. The Old Ghan Railway line. And Quilters Ruins. Love the block work on these ones. There's no information at this site about this site, so we're going to have to Google the history on it. Even with the arches over the windows and the doors, it's really well finished.
Artifacts people have found.
I don't think that's an artefact. I think that's just somebody's junk they've left behind.
It's been here for a while,
Yeah. Oh, there's a tree growing around it. Each little residence had 3 rooms. Whoa.
These bottles. These bottles.
Oh yeah. Shame it's all broken. That's what they're trying to do at Farina, to make sure it decay. Good thing at this one, because it's not right on the highway, there's a lot less graffiti and stuff. Oh yeah, that's what happens to walls. There were 2 wells there.
Or a pad with a tank, is it?
Don't know.
Yeah, it could be. Water tank, maybe. Because there would have been a roof over that.
Would have taken a lot of work to make those blocks. and then build these buildings. It would have had a veranda at some stage too. Look at the pins at the top.
Yeah, would have been a veranda or something.
It's very cool. When you look at this wall here, you can see that it's only a few blocks there that's keeping that wall up.
Mm.
It's all just very balanced on a few blocks.
Yep.
This is a really cool site. Now I'm going to have to research it. I really do have to research it.
They've like put bits of timber into the masonry so they can nail, probably attach other bits of timber like an architrave with doorway in here.
Yep.
You can get a bit of a thought into it.
Probably one of the best preserved ruins along the track so far. Yeah, back out to the highway. Oh, I mean Oodnadatta Track.
Just makes me wonder where the rubbish tip would have been for this joint. It would have been probably over that hill, that gully somewhere. Not too far away.
The range over there and the Simpson Desert behind it. I like this section of the Oodnadatta better than the Murray to William Creek section. I find the road's a hell of a lot better. It's more undulating, more vegetation. It's just a more interesting section. This is Duff Creek Bridge. It's in between Oodnadatta and William Creek. It's about 8k from the ruins that we were just at. And you can actually free camp here tonight as well. There's just so many spots to free camp on the Oodnadatta, particularly in this section. Pretty cool spot. You going to walk any further? I didn't say that. You don't have to do that. Fine. Walk the plank?
No.
No?
I'll take a picture from here down here.
Do you reckon you could swing up there?
Can swing up there.
Don't hurt yourself. Well done. This flag we've seen on the Oodnadatta to William Creek to Oodnadatta. Near Peake Homestead, turn off. I really like this section of track so much more, don't you, Hun?
Yeah. Yeah, it's really nice.
It's more undulating, more vegetation, more scenic. There's more points of interest to see. Well, actually, yeah. The William Creek to Oodnadatta should be on your must-see list if you're thinking about doing any of these tracks. I think that's Mount Sarah in the distance, but I'm not 100% certain. I've looked on maps overhead. That's what I think. But, yeah. So we've got sand dunes on either side of us, red dunes on that side, white sand dune on that side, and there's a big plain of glossy ironstone rock that we just went past. A caravan overtook us, that's why I started filming, just to show you the dust. That's life out here. Starting your own restoration project, honey. Try and help the building stay up just a touch longer.
Yeah, it's pretty crumbled on this side. Wow.
Oh, it is too, isn't it? This is Peake siding. Nature's claiming back. Any blue scope? A bit before that time. It obviously had a timber lining on the roof, the ceiling.
the name of this bridge, honey?
Algebuckina Bridge, I think.
Got water in the creek.
Algebuckina.
What is it?
Algebuckina.
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 There's a lot of campsites here, isn't there?
You can camp all the way up the creek on the other side as well.
Yeah, looks like it.
That's where the old telegraph line must have gone, on the side of the bridge. on this part of the track, I keep saying it, is so much nicer than the first section of it. It's more scenic. More hills, creeks. The only thing you've got to watch on the road times.